Good morning, and I so hope you are ready to have a fantastic day. I have some really great news to share with you. I was wondering if you ever read the Bible and then sometimes we just skip through certain verses and skip through certain things, and then one day when you're reading it, it just voila, it pops out on you. So I want to share just two verses with you today, and I hope that it will encourage you not for today and not for tomorrow, but the whole week and the whole month and the whole year to know what kind of God we serve. I'm going to share with you, it's 1 James 1:17. And I've read this many times, but just let's listen to the words. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above and cometh down, key words here, from the Father of lights, with whom is no variableness. That means no changing, always the same. There's no variables. Just imagine that God never ever changes. And it says, neither shadow of turning. Of his own will he begat he us, of his own will begat he us with the word of the truth, that we should be a kind of first fruits of his creatures. Here's what it says though: no variableness, neither shadow of turning. Do you know we get daylight and we get nighttime, and that the earth rotates on its axis around the sun? Well, here's what I want to explain to you. I want you to think about this. If you, no matter what you're going through right now in your life, if you stand directly in front of the Son of God, the God who never changes and the God who never turns or moves, so what happens when you're outside and you're standing in front of the sunlight? If you close your eyes and you're standing, the warm sun hits your eyes. Sometimes it's even hard to see after we open our eyes. But behind you is all the shadows. Behind you, you can't see your shadow when you are facing directly in front of the sun. So I'm going to turn that around about whatever it is that you're going through right now. You need to remember that there are no variables in God, that God doesn't change, and God does not move. We are the ones who move. So whatever you're going through right now in this situation, no matter how hard it may seem, you stand firm. You put on your boots and you stand right there in front of the Son of God, and you don't tilt. It's only when we tilt and when we turn that we find ourselves in the dark shadows of the recesses of things where we can't see clearly, where things don't happen. I don't know about you, but I am like this fanatic about when I drive. I always want to keep my bright lights on. Of course, I dim them when other cars are coming. But when those bright lights are on, I want to be able to see all that I can see. And the greatest place to be able to do that is to the God who imparts wisdom. Stand firm, put on your boots, and do not turn. Don't tilt. Today, whatever you do, don't tilt. Don't let whatever's coming at you or whatever's bothering you, don't tilt. Don't tilt. And I want to share one last verse with you, why that you do not have to tilt. Listen to this. Deuteronomy 31:6 says, be strong, be courageous, do not be afraid. God is not the author of fear. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them. For the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave nor forsake you. Are you kidding me? Listen, we serve an awesome almighty God, a God who has no variables, a God who never tilts, a God who is there. He is faithful and he is just and he is willing. It is us that tilts and moves. When things come along that cause us to be fearful or anxious, we automatically tilt and turn and retreat. Don't do it today. Don't tilt.